Hello and welcome to our video on the Cold War. In this video, we'll take a look at the key events and players of this pivotal period in world history. The Cold War was a period of political and military tension between the United States and the Soviet Union, lasting from the end of World War II until the early 1990s. It was called the Cold War because there was no direct military conflict between the two superpowers, but rather a series of proxy wars and ideological battles fought around the world. One of the key events of the Cold War was the Cuban Missile Crisis. In 1962, the Soviet Union placed nuclear missiles in Cuba, just 90 miles from the coast of the United States. This led to a tense standoff between the two countries, with the world on the brink of nuclear war. Fortunately, the crisis was resolved peacefully, but it remains one of the most dramatic moments in modern history. Another key player in the Cold War was the Berlin Wall. The wall was built in 1961 to divide East and West Berlin, and became a symbol of the divided world during the Cold War. The wall stood for nearly 30 years before finally coming down in 1989, marking the end of the Cold War and the beginning of a new era in world history. Throughout the Cold War, the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a variety of proxy wars, including the Vietnam War, the Korean War, and conflicts in Afghanistan and Angola. These conflicts were fought by local forces supported by the superpowers, and were part of a larger struggle for influence and power around the world. In conclusion, the Cold War was a complex and fascinating period in world history, with a range of key events and players that shaped the world we live in today. We hope you enjoyed this brief overview of the Cold War, and encourage you to learn more about this important period in history.